Big news is happening from the former talent Gura, the former talent of Hololive EN's Myth, who is now switching over to Sameko Saba. And of course, I always have to say this, just do as you will, but it is a bit more accepted for you just to consider them Sameko Saba. Be happy that the shark is back. Don't try to remind them of what happened in Hololive. Wasn't anything bad, but they're trying to move on, and it's just more respect. So continuing on with what I was going to talk about, there's a new post where they post their first official look at their trademark, at the trademark look. I've covered it before in my videos. The first official look of the trademark, the first official look of everything, and it all happens in kind of a beach form. Now over here, the reason why I use these commenters here is because sometimes they have good insights and things like that. They aren't necessarily a part of the news. They aren't newsworthy a lot of times, but what is newsworthy is the fact when they have things like this that I may miss, because it's such a small little thing that I might actually miss it. Shark fin out at sea. Animation officially reveals the logo she filed for trademark paperwork for. The hat and the S and the life preserver at the A form Saba are cute. I see some replies to her tweet are speculating that she hinted the new design is crab coated. No matter what she does, people will be searching every detail for hidden meaning, of course. And she is going to have a lot of growth because people do miss her. People do want to see her back. People are also hoping that she does come back in a bigger way. This is the thing from her actual, the actual debut of the new form, the new look. And of course, other people have caught it. Other people, Camila, everybody's like Absolute Cinema, Let's Go, Sunny, Kirana, Dragon Spit, Veronica Hex. A lot of people, Absolute Cinema. A lot of people are loving it. Let's take a look at the actual one. I got a little bit bigger for you guys this time. Let's take a look. There is the shark there. I don't know how I could have missed it, but I probably would have missed it, to be honest with you. Sameko Saba, you see that there. The paper boat is so cute. And yes, life preserver there. It's very, very cute. I love it. The fin as well and the S. It looks very nice. And as you know, as I've mentioned, sorry for, of course, the eye burning white. But as I had mentioned before, in my other ones, she had already filed a trademark for this, for all of this, for any kind of merch, any kind of visual things, anything and everything. She's done it. She's been able to get it done, covered, everything like that. She has dotted her I's and crossed her T's. I almost said that wrong. She has dotted her I's and crossed her T's for everything involved, which is amazing, which is good. And that's what I like. I like the fact that she's doing that. I like the fact that she did do that. And this is an amazingly huge thing that she is doing now. Vtuber Filian, or Filian is Lost, has had a bit of an update on some things that were going on. Of course, she's going to be having her new look, which is amazing. But the next thing that happened is a little bit of her own fault. She did a little bit too far and made it kind of a boom threat with some stuff, and that tends to be a bigger issue. I don't know if my voice cracked, but here we go.
For disastrous news, we have the saddest news ever. First of all, you guys need to know this. This is gonna be a very short stream. And no, I'm not graduating. It's even worse. I no longer have a PC. In case you guys are curious, I am streaming from a friend's laptop. I thought it'd be very fun to go traveling the world while doing streams with friends. And as it turns out, sometimes things don't go as expected. Number one, you should never go to an airport with a PC in a box. Tell them never. The PC is in the cardboard box, and then mistakenly joke under your breath that it's actually a bomb.
Oh, dear lordy, no.
Now, you may not believe it, but I have zero self-control. So when I was at the airport, I said, yo, this is a PC.
Oh my
and
God.
They said, okay. And I whispered, definitely not a bomb.
Oh, dear lordy, you don't do that.
Interesting. We're gonna have to put this into oversized baggage. And chat, if you guys know what that's code word for, that means we need to check it out and make sure we might arrest you. Because we are not putting you on the same airplane as you. Now,
yeah.
listen. I don't know if they heard me. I don't know if they're just doing a normal PC check. But guys, they effing took my PC. And by the time I got off the airplane, there was no more PC. So right now, chat, I am in my friend's room, streaming off of a gosh dang laptop that has 0 FPS on a potato microphone. And my current stream background, I had to re-download as well as my model and set up OBS. I don't even think the stream quality is functioning at this point. Yeah, I know. Chat. This is your very best 0 FPS streamer. I'm doing my best out here, but we were on a struggle meal today. I have updates for you guys. I have information for you guys, okay? Thing number 1. I don't know if I'm getting my PC back. Ever.
I don't think she is.
If it never comes back,
I don't think
might
she
have
is.
to quit streaming. I don't know. There's so many things on that little effing hard drive that I've never uploaded onto the internet because I'm schizo and also lazy. If they permanently confiscate my PC, I'm going to cry. But yeah, chat, so here's the situation, okay? I'm in a foreign land. I have no PC. I have no means to stream. And I really wanted to say hi to you guys and like let you guys know what's happening. So I stole a laptop. I downloaded OBS. I downloaded my model on it. I went live with this garbage can microphone. All to tell you guys, I'm cooked. So chat, I hope you guys can give me a bit of time, but the current situation is this will be the last stream for the foreseeable future.
So yeah, we're not gonna go too much further on this, but she decided to make a boom boom word underneath her breath, which people can absolutely hear. She does not have the lowest of speaking voices, even when she's trying to be secretive. So yes, they heard it. Yes, they confiscated the PC, and the one thing you always do, if I'm going to take, well, I've never taken my PC anywhere, but if I was going to take my PC somewhere in order to stream, because, you know, she has the Vive trackers and all that kind of stuff, I would make sure to have some sort of backup. Like, maybe put everything onto a hard drive, or the most important things onto a separate hard drive, a separate SSD, a separate whatever. Have it separate. The 3-2-1 rule is very important here. And, of course, never, ever joke about that type of stuff when you are traveling. Never do that. And oh my goodness, I think that should have been absolutely a no-brainer, but this is Filian we're talking about. She has little self-control in the best ways, but still this came to bite her in the butt. And of course, she is on a potato PC now. So I do hope that they give it back to her eventually, but it could be months before that happens. Up to even a year when that happens. And she could absolutely never see it again. Because civil forfeiture is a thing in the US. If she's not in the US, a lot of countries have that too. And you're screwed usually. So good luck to her. We have Lucy Pyre, who is, of course, a VTuber here. Who is, you know, she has her stuff. She does her stuff. She is a little bit of a demon for a lot of people's. And she has a new outfit, which was a Bernie Girl outfit. She has, you know, the bounce and all that kind of stuff. And she also has the skirt. From what I can tell, from what I've seen here, she did get, quote-unquote, banned for that. For the, I believe she did remove the skirt. She got banned for that specifically. But here's the thing. She was in the pools category. What does the pools category allow you to have? Swimsuits. What do swimsuits do? You don't have a skirt with a swimsuit a lot of times. You see people like Amaranth all the time in their skimpy swimsuits in pools and hot tubs. They don't seem to have an issue with that. You see other people, that's fine. You're in pools and hot tubs, that's a category that everyone knows. You can go skimpy, you can show your butt, you can show everything you want because it's in pools and hot tubs. It's pretty much soft core, if you know what I mean, in pools and hot tubs. People who use that for that reason, because they can be a little bit more crazy, a little bit more out there. They can, as well as VTubers, they can be a little bit more lewd. They can show a little bit more skin. You know, if that's what they want to do, that is what they want to do. I will not judge you on that. But if you allow a flesh person, who I would think would be more risque, allow them to have swimsuits, which of course don't cover the you know, we're not going to be all super, you know, restrictive here. Don't cover the thighs, don't cover any of that kind of stuff. That's fine, that's a swimsuit. But you're not going to allow a VTuber to have the same exact thing. That is absolutely it's double speak. It is basically you having rules for thee, not for me type of thing. Or rules for thee, not for the people that I'm simping for. Is pretty much what it is. The people that they simp for, which are the IRL people, they're fine with that. But they're not fine with a VTuber having that. Like I say, I don't watch those things. That isn't the kind of content I usually watch. Those aren't the kind of VTubers I usually watch. I don't care though. The point I'm trying to make here for me, and this is why I'm going a little bit crazy with this. You made the rules. You said, if you want to do that, go to pools and hot tubs. As long as you're not nude, you're good. Then someone does what other people who are IRL people, skin people, they do that. And they get banned. The heck is that? It's different if she's talking about, doing certain acts and that kind of stuff. that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But if she was just doing regular stuff, you know, being a little bit playful, whatever, and follow the rules other than that, you know, the rules that are in the pools and hot tubs category, which is pretty much, you know, the Wild West when it comes to rules, you should not have done that. I think that she should be unbanned because that is BS. You tell everybody to go into the pools and hot tubs category, Twitch, Tom Clancy or whatever, Dan Clancy. Tom Clancy's a freaking game. Dan Clancy. You tell everyone, go to pools and hot tubs if you want to do that stuff. You'll be fine. And then when they do, you ban them. That's BS. That is hypocrisy. That is just not right. I don't care if it's a VTuber, a real tuber, whatever. I don't care. It's just not right. Thank you guys for always watching and being here. Today we're talking about Yena Youngblood, who is a female English VTuber with Idol's Wildfyre, which is Daisy Dandelion, Cersei Soulstorm, and Ricky Poppet. They've recently gotten remonetized as of, like, I believe the beginning of this year. They were demonetized for a bit, but they got remonetized, etc. And they are celebrating a 3D live, which is, it says pre-show, but it is because it is an unofficial 3D live. It is not their official 3D release, but it is one that they have programmed themselves. And of course, they've done several things with it. And as you can see, very, very nice. Lots of abs.
So if you guys do super chats, memberships, gifted memberships, I think it'll throw things at me. I don't know if the
she tried to plan it that way, so it'll work.
memberships are working because the previous re-memberships didn't seem to work. I don't know if it's maybe it has to be like a new membership or something. I don't know. The programming's a little bit weird. But yeah, super chats are able to do certain things. They throw little hyena dolls at me. And if it's an Akasupa, I believe it does a special action. It should do a special action if it's an Akasupa. But yes,
so yeah.
Thank you guys so much. There we go. BGM is back. Flare Alex, thank you so much for the 4 months of Yumpa Plus, and thank you Genizuru for the super chat as well. Thank you for the Ruby, thank you. Ruby, why are you giving me a super chat? You don't have to give me a super chat. The drift is a little weird.
There you go. Throwing more stuff at her.
Sometimes if I like take both my feet off the ground, the sensors don't really know where I land, so I get a little bit offset. But it's a very quick fix. It's a very easy fix. I just have to go in here, reset origin, and it's fixed, you know? That's the only thing I would say that is a little bit janky about these trackers. Otherwise, it looks great, you know?
It does look really great. And of course, for this part, since a lot of this music is copywritten, etc., I can only show little bits and pieces of it. I do apologize for that. I can't show all of it, because I always get copyright struck. I always have to mention this because that's what always happens.
Look how far we've made it. Wanna come in and say hi? I know, it looks great, right? Check this out. Wanna say hi? Hi!
Crazy abs.
I know.
It's awesome.
Right?
Awesome that they were able to do that. She can move around. She can do a lot of stuff. That's awesome.
Smacking in the face with
What the heck was that? Wait, what the heck was that?
Like the workout person, and then like doing a couple of, you know, side steps and then getting out of breath. Your tail looks so fluffy. Yeah, it is.
It is a very fluffy tail. It is a very fluffy. People did that just so she could shake her butt. I guarantee you. I guarantee you, people just did that so she could shake her butt on TV.
It's the sensors. Like, if I sit down on the ground, does this work?
Oh God.
Kinda do the split.
She's flexible.
It's not great. Recently, truly nothing is ever old news because you can just revive it and make a new news. You know? And get back into music and
she did. She got back into music. She got back into a lot of things. Of course, I let her speak for herself a lot. And like I mentioned, just little bits and pieces of her singing, talking with her community, things like that. And of course, she did have an original song after this, I believe. But yeah, she's been doing a lot of great things. I'm really glad that Idol is helping them in all of these things, helping them in planning stages and all this kind of stuff. It is amazing to see. And I do always like showing this stuff to you guys. A bit of an update for you guys, and someone who I previously talked about. You guys probably don't remember, but I do. Kunai Bletchley is a up-and-coming VTuber that I talked about in the VTuber showcase before. And the reason why I'm talking about them again is that they have finally decided on their final form. They were going to be going as this one for a bit, and they have decided on a separate form. As you can see here, they are a British VTuber, a British cat with trains, gaming, and Eurovision. So this is their look here at the very top that you can see there. And this is their previous form there. Just giving you guys a little bit of an update. Tiny one, but, you know, still an update. Did want to, they let me know that they were changing forms. So I did want to let you guys know in case you were looking into watching them or watching anything that they do. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. I do it because I love the VTuber community. I want to bring VTubers up as much as I can, whatever size they are. I'm trying to help as much as possible because there's way too much negativity out there, and I do want to help things move up. So, today we are talking about Hellveania. I'm hoping I'm saying it correctly. I probably am not because I'm not great at saying names. So here we go. Hello, I'm a VTuber who streams on Twitch sometimes and will eventually make content for YouTube. Let's take a look. They are, of course, doing their first post recently, things like that, on May 30th, etc. So it's been a bit. And of course, so it's hot off the presses. Hot off the presses. Here we go. Hello, my name is Hellveania. Hellveania. You can call me Hellive or Ven too. Use some adult language in my streams. Of course, when you're an adult, adult language, by of course, is, you know, the curse words that people use. So of course, an adult will be using that, of course, on average. So let's take a look here. Let's take a look at what they're doing right now. They are doing some, of course, League of Legends. It does seem like they are. And in order for you guys to be able to hear them, I did boost the sound a bit now, so let us hear them in their full glory.
And I'm using Streamlabs. How do you unmute it? Do you know how to do that? Am I dumb as fuck? I think I might just be dumb as fuck. Where the fuck is the sound? Thanks, Butler. Oh, I need to figure this shit out. Oh, I have no idea how to unmute it. I'll figure it out after. I'm letting my team down.
Well, yeah, it's good to go. Good to go.
You know, I also have a person here, but he's not fucking talking.
So yeah, a little bit of fun there, of course. And here we have their YouTube. They did say that they weren't putting anything there yet, that eventually they were going to have something there. So hopefully soon they will have something there. And of course, a big congratulations for them on their debuts. And of course, a big congratulations for them on, of course, getting something out there, being, you know, a nice, bubbly person. And I do wish them the very best. Thank you so much for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. And I do wish the best for you. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.